Yo, what's going on, people? This is me, Trey Carey 14. I go by the name of Trey Carey. Welcome back to episode number 20 of NFL 17 Connected Franchise Mode. I'm the manager of the Cleveland Browns, and this is week number 4, I believe, of the 2017-2018 NFL regular season. As you see there, I made a big decision and had Anquan Bolden in play for the healthy a receiver, but they said it was a high chance of re-injury, so I put Anquan Bolden instead. I don't want to have him injured again. So anyways, on defense we worked on the flood pass. On offense we worked on the flood pass. And on defense we worked on the cover 6 this week. Emmanuel Ogba, Cody Kessler, and Corey Coleman this week developed XP, as always. So that's it for that part. 4 players are ready to negotiate their contracts. First one was Christian Kirksey, our long time on defense. So I'm gonna make him an offer, and he's still deciding. So he's gonna get back to us on that in a little bit. Joel Bitonio, our left guard, we're gonna make him a contract too, and he's submitting his. We're waiting on him, whatever. Terrence Knighton, our defensive tackle, a very important defensive tackle. And he's working on his too. And then obviously a very important right outside linebacker. Great one in real life too. Demarcus Ware. We're giving him an offer too. So that's it for the contract part. A few more things to do before we jump into this week 4 matchup. Like I always do, I like to spend our scouting points. So Devlin Holloway is supposed to be a first rounder. DeAndre Combs, Jarrell Hewitt is going to be a first rounder. Marshawn Lovelock, early first rounder. Most of these are going to be early first rounders, but once you get down the list, it's going to be worse and worse, obviously. And that's it for our scouting points. So next week we will get more, and so we can get down the list even more. We use those scouting points. We improve the team as much as we can. Colin Kaepernick's still our starting quarterback. Jared Giles healthy. I think that we have one player injured on the injury report right now. Anquan Bolden's playing instead of someone else. And then defense, no changes. And special teams, no changes. I might be making changes later, but you never know, since I gave up all my draft picks already. So we play the Bengals at home today. We jump on the road. We play the Steelers at home next week and the Texans next week at home. So we're going to have a lot of games at home, which is good. And we beat the Broncos easily last episode. And we're also best in the division, 3-0. Surprisingly, but obviously very good news. Hopefully we can keep this win streak going. Obviously I have to perform well, and the results will follow. And as you see here, we're 82 overall. Last season we were an 80 overall, but I made some good changes in the offseason, and we're now 82. So, NBA game tonight on TNT, Eastern Conference Finals Game 1. The Celtics and the Cavaliers. That's on right now, so make sure to tune in to TNT after my live stream to watch that. Nothing really going on in the NFL right now. Obviously, preseason starts in August. And if you guys haven't already liked the stream, make sure to hit that like button right now. Comment if you want me to change anything in this game, anything like that, just let me know. And then obviously subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Always follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TreyCary, and on Twitter at The Real Trey Carey, TreylTreyCary. I'm not going to talk for my gameplay just this week, but I'll be back for talking gameplay next week. So I'll let you guys enjoy the content. Until then, we'll see you guys at the half. Peace.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Browns. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles Browns Ball Club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited.
To take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now. And he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did. And what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton surveying the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team.
50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And Eifert has it. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Use speed to get to the backfield. Now,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Kaepernick. It's brought in by Bolden. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he gets it to Bolden. He got 29 yards that time.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They come out here in the eye. They run with Ajayi. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They run again with Ajayi. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play here. 3rd down and diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it here with Brown. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Only one score in the first quarter, and it came from the defense. 2-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is complete to Hawkins. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it brings up 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Kaepernick going to throw, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, but this guy gets...
Go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and it's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. To throw, Kaepernick. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely.
The Bengals bring pressure, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 30.
A terrific punt block, and that has to set them up in a position to try and get more points, don't you think, this time frame?
Absolutely, and what a momentum booster that could be into the lockers.
Oh, without a doubt. They score here, they sprint into the locker room, feeling really, really good about themselves.
And Green with a catch left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Red zone opportunity. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton throwing on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
syllable
syllables.
word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So we have reached halftime.
So that's going to do it here downtown Cleveland, brand new stadium. I should have been down by 2, but wow, what a play at the end of the half. Anyways, 12-7 is your score. That's some play that I made right there. Hit stick, and he caught that as he was tipping. That was awesome. Anyways, 105 passing yards, 72 rushing yards, 5.5 average yards per play, and 1 takeaway. Here's the highlights from the first half here. Andy Dalton passes to his wide receiver here. I don't know his name, but great game by him. Tyler Eifert, my bad. Tyler Eifert with the catch. Almost intercepted by me, but not fast enough. Another play here. Their running back Giovanni Bernard into the end zone for their only touchdown of the half. Good job by them. I messed up right there. Anyways, here's probably the play of the half right there. A pass. I hit stick him. Tip drill. Lineman catches it. High steps into the end zone. Great play. Anyways, that will do it for me. I'll see you guys at the end of the half. At the end of the game. I'm out.
Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And now it's second down. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw is Kaepernick. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Kaepernick. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie the score at 15 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. They go play action here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Ginn. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Drops it off to Ajayi. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kaepernick now on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play. Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance.
Oh, no, he lost the football. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Lambo will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you'd love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Complete here to the right to Bolden. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
That one intended for Anquan Bolden. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync. When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Now 4th down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Kicking team.
On first down, Kaepernick toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Kaepernick now on first down. With a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And Davis with it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Ajayi. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Finding time. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Akeem Spence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
This is Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Holding offense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. It's brought in by Floyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tomahali in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Dalton wants to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup.
And that's going to do it here from downtown Cleveland. Undefeated season, still alive. Great job by us. We are now 4-0 on the season. Great job by us. Excellent job by offense, defense, special teams, all of it. That was a close one, too, because I thought that they were going to score at the end of that drive. And once I kicked that field goal, I was scared. I really thought they were going to put something together right there. But luckily they didn't. Our defense came to play today. And here's the highlights from the game. Andy Dalton, great game today. Not enough for the W, though. Great catch by him. His tight end, Tyler Eifert catches the ball for a great game. Giovanni Bernard, of course, went off today. That's his touchdown right there. Another touchdown from him as he does a cool little celebration right there. Probably the play of the game right there, the playmaker, the defensive touchdown. That was kind of sick. Highlights, or not the highlights. 264 passing yards, 125 rushing yards, 5.3 average yards per play, and 1 takeaway. Great job by us. Andy Dalton had a 50% completion percentage, 181 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Colin Kaepernick had a 60.9 completion percentage, 269 yards, and 0 touchdowns. So even though we had 0 passing touchdowns, great job by us. Jay Ajayi, I believe, had a rushing touchdown, and then there was a pick 6, like a fumble 6, whatever you want to call it, and then a couple field goals too. So here's the last thing we have to do before this game's over. We have to spend our XP on players. So several players increased XP. Jay Ajayi, as you just saw, increased 1. And then Corey Coleman's the last one, I believe. Yeah, he is. So that's going to do it for week 4. Before I wrap this up, let me advance the week here. So that means we will be 4-0 on the season. Great job by us. We have not taken the L yet, which I'm really proud of. But that is probably going to change here as we play the Steelers at home, though. They were a dangerous team last season. They were the reason why we were not in the playoffs. So hopefully we can get our revenge on them. Anyways, make sure to tune in to TNT right now to watch the Cavaliers and the Celtics. That's on right now. I know I'm going to watch that, so make sure to tune into that. I will be doing week 5, episode 21 of this franchise Monday. I believe that's the 22nd, I think, yeah. So tune in May 22nd, 5 p.m. on my channel. I'll make sure to stream that for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment if you want me to change anything like that. Blah 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 blah. Subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TREYCARY. Also on Twitter at The Real Trey Carey, THEREALTREYCARY. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys Monday. As always, go Cavs. Let's go.